I never thought this day would come, but the U.S. government is now taking Christian prisoners. I don't mean people who have committed a crime. I mean people who wanted to follow their Christian belief. And now the U.S. government is putting them in jail. Kim Davis, county clerk in Kentucky, wanted to follow her Christian beliefs, not to support or facilitate a gay marriage. Because it says in the Bible, homosexuality is sin, and you shall not support or facilitate that, because that is a sin in will. That came from Paul, which is a disciple of Jesus. And people try to dismiss Paul, saying Paul's not Jesus. Well, Paul was acting for Jesus, acting for God. This was a civil action, a civil case, punishable by fine or damages. But that's not the option the judge took. The judge took the option of putting her in jail because she wanted to follow her Christian beliefs. Excuse me. She wanted to follow her Christian beliefs. Democrats cheered! The LGBT people cheered when she got put in prison. Because these people don't want religion here. They want this to be an atheistic society where nobody follows any religion. We are becoming communist China. And it's a sad thing that people don't... And it's not just the fault of the Democrats and the LGBT people. It's the Republicans too. We had Donald Trump, the top leading Republican, saying he agreed Kim Davis should be jailed. Because the law's the law, he said. Well, you know what? It was a civil law. Not a punishable offense by jail at any cost. It was not breaking a criminal law. The judge could have fined her, made her pay damages. And if they really wanted her gone, they could have a recall election. She's an elected official. Recall elections are for elected officials. If the Democrats that elect her, because she's a Democrat, Kim Davis is, if the Democrats who have the majority there wanted her gone, then they could have had a recall election. But no, they went to the point of putting her in jail for her religious beliefs because she's a Christian and she wanted to follow Christian beliefs. The government has no right to define beliefs, but that's exactly what that judge did. So we can blame President Obama. We can blame the Democrats. But we also can blame Republicans like Donald Trump and his followers, people jumping on his base, for what's happening now. And no one sees, all these Republicans are quickly jumping on the Donald Trump train. This ain't the first thing he said. First thing he said is he thought Planned Parenthood dissolved the funding. Even though we truly don't know if they use it for abortion. Because what they get is they get a blank check, and that check goes to whatever they feel fit once it's in their hands. That so-called law that says they can't use it for abortion, it don't mean nothing when they get the money. But still people jumping on the Donald Trump train. So yeah, I blame President Obama. I blame the Democrats. I blame that judge. Which happened, that judge, I believe he happened to be a Bush appointee. So now I blame George Bush for appointing a judge that actually believes in religious persecution. So we can blame George Bush too. It's kind of a sad state. This is what United States is becoming. We're going to get people in jail for following their Christian beliefs. It's one thing finding them in damages like they did before when they didn't follow the law, the civil law. But now they're arresting them and putting them in jail. This is just like communist China. The United States has no room to talk. No room to talk about China now when they're doing the same thing. They have no room to talk. And people got mad when people stomped on the flag. You know what? I'm not going to stomp on the flag. But day in, day out, that flag is not meaning anything to me. When day in and day out, freedoms are being taken away by the government. And I know I'm one of those people that speaks against police brutality, and speaks against. So I understand the black people were no mad at the government because they allow the police force to do whatever they want, especially when it's black people. You know, we know a white officer can get by with not following policies, procedures, and laws for a black person against the black when they don't follow police procedures and laws, policies. They can get away with it when the suspect is a black person, even if it's an unarmed suspect. So I understand why black people are getting mad. Now Hispanics, people, they're getting mad because of this immigration reform problem. I understand this. But they're also mad because we have these detention centers and we put them in unlimited detention centers, and these so-called detention centers are privatized detention centers. Well, they keep them in for a limited amount of times. There's been abuse cases and all that. People getting abused and raped and stuff. I don't feel like Hispanic people are getting mad. Because freedom's not becoming free. Our country is becoming communist China. Detention centers, brutalizing citizens because of a race, and now we're persecuting Christians, putting them in jail for following the beliefs. We're not becoming a free country. Our government is cracking down on everybody. And it's not just Democrats are the problem, it's Republicans too. We see that now with this Christian persecution. We saw that with the black people because it's not just the problem of the Democrats causing police brutality because of their strict laws and so many crimes, so-called misdemeanor crimes that they put up. But Republicans aren't doing anything to stop it. They're actually agreeing with it. So, our country is going down because of the two-party system, Republicans and Democrats, who don't care. They don't care about the undocumented immigrants. They don't care about Hispanics in general. They don't care about, Democrats will say, we'll do this, and they want to vote, but they're still helping out with this profit for prisons program. So, they have lobbyists that work for the privatized prison companies that enjoy the, stuff, enjoy the support, enjoy the detention centers, stuff like that. And Democrats were saying we need black vote, we're going to stop mass incarceration. You know what? That was because, but they're funded by the same profitable prison companies that you do the detention centers for immigration. And it's mostly Democrat cities that put all these strict laws. But like I said, Republicans ain't doing anything because they agree with it. And now this religious persecution, this Christian persecution, because you want to follow your beliefs, you now go to jail. Now it's technically, even though it wasn't a criminal case, it was a civil action, and the person, Kim Davis, should have never went to jail for it. Now you can be jailed for your beliefs, your Christian beliefs. This is America. So you're going to tell me this flag is very important to me? It don't stand for what it used to stand for. I'm sorry to say this. All people that die for this country are now living in vain. Because America is becoming more government controlled, whether it's by Republicans or Democrats. To say, and you want to bring up, okay, everybody wants to bring up gay marriage. Well, you know what? Problem is, and I'm going to put this issue right here. Marriage was a state issue. It's always been a state issue. You say, well, freedom that people should have marriage, equal marriage. Okay, you know what? There was deputy clerks who signed the marriage certificates, and they were willing to sign the marriage certificates from the beginning. It didn't have to get to the point where they put the county clerk in jail. Here's my suggestion on that one, since this has caused the Christian persecution, was gay marriage. Do as Rand Paul said. Make it a bunch of contracts that deals with the lawyer and the judge. That's it. Contract. So, that's what Rand Paul has suggested. Contract between two people. That is my suggestion, what Rand Paul said. Because now, this so-called gay marriage issue has become a religious persecution issue. Because now people are being jailed because they want to follow by the Bible that says it is a sin to support or facilitate gay marriage. It's getting out of hand. So many issues, so many things that are changing in America. We're not going to have any freedoms. It's going to become communist China. Because the government wants everybody to follow their beliefs, not ours.